Welcome. So I'm here with Jason. Jason is my business coach, but more importantly, Jason is one of the 3 most respected commercial advisors in American property. And I've got the great privilege of working with you and understanding the market. But you know, all I wanted to really understand for myself and for everyone else today was what's happening in the market over there.
Well, I'm going to answer that question, but first I can tell you, having trained thousands and thousands of sophisticated commercial real estate investors, when I first met you and saw what you were doing, the property, global property fund that you've created, and I guess most importantly, the deals that you're uncovering. I mean, my acquisitions team would be extremely jealous. You know, we look really, really hard, and how you're finding and uncovering the opportunities that you are is even amazing, even to me. So, so the U.S. market conditions right now are extremely favorable for investors, especially anybody interested in income property and to some degree development for the right project in the right area. Anybody that's looking at the country market conditions as a whole is very positive. You know, we're coming out of the bottom, and in almost all markets, with some exceptions, the bottom is behind us and things are starting to improve. What I like about you and what you're doing is the deals that you're uncovering, you're actually making money when you go into the deal, when you buy. You're not speculating. A lot of people worry about the market conditions, thinking that the only way to make money is if prices go up. You know, and your projects for your investors make money even if the prices go down, because the deals that you're uncovering are just that good. So,
you know, from my perspective, one of the biggest lessons I learned in the global financial crisis was those people that focus on income not only survive but actually thrive. And those people that focus on capital growth, you know, eventually die, because it's like betting against winter. And that's kind of our investment philosophy, which is, you know, backing up what you're saying there.
Well, there's no question, and history proves that. You know, there were more millionaires that were created out of the Great Depression in the U.S. from the ashes of that, and then the statistics are starting to bear the same thing coming out of the Great Recession that we're in right now. But you know, if the U.S. economy would have to crash and crash hard to really have an impact, I think that's the worst fear anybody has to worry about, and I think that's pretty remote. And if that happened, it would affect markets all over the world, no matter where you're investing. So your choice, it's not whether or not, you know, to invest in the U.S. or not. It's to whether invest, you know, if you're not going to invest in the U.S., just don't invest at all. And I don't think that's a good, because the problem we have in a lot of countries, South Africa, is a currency devaluation. So if you're sitting on your cash, it's just eroding. You know, so you got to put it to work. In the U.S. commercial market, property market is a great place to do that.
Tell me one last question I've got for you. I mean, very few Americans actually come out to South Africa and Africa, and you've been here now 3 times, I think it is.
Correct.
Tell us just a little bit about your experience and the type of people you meet here and the opportunities outside of these borders, you know, and the fact, you know, that they can invest in first world assets and get first world incomes. What are your thoughts on that?
There's no question. I mean, I love South Africa. To me, it's like little America. It's got this entrepreneurial spirit. The people are great. They're wonderful to work with. Very business-minded, you know, we don't encounter a lot of egos and all of that. It's just wonderful to do business with South Africans. So I mean, it's like the greatest combination. You take that South African entrepreneurial spirit, and you take the money-making machine that is, you know, the U.S. You put them together. It's a pretty powerful combination.
Well, awesome. Well, Jason, thank you very much for putting us in contact with a lot of the partners, giving us the right information, because as we always say, that's the way to create global wealth. So appreciate it. Cheers. Thanks, mate.